What's going on, social media world? Otis here, back from my garage to you. I'm gonna make this video simple and quick. Joy made a video, posted a video today, and then Jerry dropped his Satoshi Saturday video. And it's not me replying back to it, but this is me expounding and a little bit of replying back to the videos. Wow. First off, how can I have never been in a space, and I'm not that old. I have never been in the space of people that don't push their ego and don't really push their own agenda. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch Maple X Jerry and Rajad. There was Jordan, there was Jerry. Forrest, once again, congratulations on the new baby. But there's no ego, and it's nobody will say it. But it's so cool to see a space of people who are doing things differently and think differently about it. We think the same, but we think differently. Like Jor, he said he was living full-time Bitcoin, full-time. So I mean, most of his money is going into Bitcoin. So he has to sell some if he overspends, or if he whatever his finances, he has to move Bitcoin around because he lives in it. And then Jerry's just like, nope. I ain't never selling my Bitcoin, never ever. And Rajad was like 50-50. They kind of like torn in between. And I seen this, like, not in most cases, most spaces, it would be an argument. But they all stood stern as well as understood where each person was coming from. And I think moments like that in Bitcoin happens all the time. I see it all the time. I see it in interviews. And with the older Bitcoins, some of them push their ego, say, no, like this is what it's gonna be. But I'm sweating y'all because I'm in my garage, it's hot in here. This is Texas. But really, in the class of Bitcoiners, I'm gonna say the 4 or 5 year Bitcoiners, there's not a lot of ego because we know there's still so much we need to learn, and we won't learn it until our next cycle. This is our next cycle, and we've been through a cycle before. But we were so early in the cycle that we bought and sold, and I know y'all did because I did too in my first cycle. But with this cycle that's happening right now, which leads me to my overall point of this video, other than like there's no ego in the space. Where does it is so important to know if the cycle is broken, as in like the 4-year cycle, or are we in this quote unquote super cycle? The reason why that's important, because someone like Jor, who's living full-time Bitcoin, I'm living as close to Bitcoin as I can, not full-time because I still can do a few more things. But for someone who's living full-time Bitcoin, they have to take profits, right? And I'm saying have to because if Bitcoin is in this regular cycle, we all know it's going to be a bear market. And if the bear market happens, Bitcoin can go, if it's hypothetical, Bitcoin goes to 200,000 US. And at the peak, it goes to like 220 or 250. Let's just hypothetical. Well, if it drops back down to the hundreds, Jor has lost all that upside. He's lost everything, especially if it's going to be within the hundreds for the next, 3 or 4 years. Well, it'll be 3 years, next 3 years until the next halving comes up. So like he has to take profit because he's been living full time and he would have lost all that upside. But if the super cycle isn't happening, if the super cycle is currently happening, then what happens is no one should sell, right? That no one should sell any Bitcoin because Bitcoin is going to continue to go up. But once again, if someone who's living is close to the edge or full-time Bitcoin, you have to. So I get that we push this never sell your sats, but it's also on top of that, someone who's older, someone who's in their 50s and 60s. I'm gonna say close to the 60s. I'm not even saying 50 is old, because I know a lot of people who watch these videos. A lot of people in the Bitcoiners for Freedom are in their young 50s, and 50, like I said, 50 is nearly old. But I still want people to enjoy life. I want people to experience life. I don't want you to feel like you need to get to 60 and be like, okay, now I'm going to start traveling. It's like, no, man, y'all, when I say it's hot in this garage, whoa, but I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep pushing. but I want people to experience life. So that's why it's really important to stay close to the news, or as close, not necessarily news because they don't know anything about Bitcoin. Stay close to really good, reliable content creators. Everything's going on right now. All right. Really good, reliable content creators who care, who aren't taking, like I don't ever plan on being a spokesperson for a something unless like, because, and I don't want to speak too much into the future about what I won't ever do, but I don't plan on getting recruited and to pop up with an ad or something. Like I genuinely just want to help out people in the community. I genuinely want to just have people to gain more oomph for life. I just want you to have more drive and more passion to live and to enjoy this life that we have. The reason why I'm in Bitcoin, I was gonna go on a rant before my phone stopped. I had to delete some videos because I am a content creator. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't want to work the rest of my life, and I don't want you to work the rest of your life as well. I want you to enjoy life for the older crowd, and I want people who are young to understand delayed gratification. And if you put the work in now, as in proof of work, as in studying Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, joining communities, so you won't make the same mistakes that people who haven't joined communities have. I made so many mistakes after not joining the community for this long. But anyways, to end this video off, thank y'all for watching. And once again, this is a great community to be a part of. Any community, any Bitcoin community who preaches, proof of work, any community who preaches unity and love and health. But if you're here right now, subscribe to the channel. And if you're not, what are you doing? All right, to the next one. Peace.